Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Matt Tebow with Stacked, and today I'm joined by a special guest, CLG jungler Broxah. Oh man, it's been a long day, and I can imagine it's been the same for you. How are you feeling, man?
Yeah, it has definitely been a very long day for me as well. This was the third game of the LCS. We played really late. I think we played our game starting at around 6 p.m. The previous days it was hours earlier, and I could definitely feel the jet lag kicking in. I mean, even now I'm so tired. I think I could almost go to bed already. So it's it's a bit of a weird feeling. Pretty
Yeah.
tired, but
I can imagine a lot of people who might be watching this are domestic US fans, maybe some fans in Denmark, but either way, a lot of them might not have made the flight. So, talk to me about your flight. Did you fly out of Copenhagen or Aarhus, and did you go directly to Los Angeles? How was that whole travel?
yeah, so this week has been pretty crazy for me in general because at the start of the week I thought I was gonna travel um, Monday night, so like the night to Tuesday. My visa didn't arrive in time, got delayed a day. Eventually, visa arrived, went to Copenhagen straight away, jumped on the fastest flight, and then yeah, I came here, started screaming a few hours after I landed, and just been quarantining here in my room and grinding League of Legends ever since. Obviously, haven't had so much time to practice compared to the other teams because I got what 2 days of scrims. Would have been free if I got my visa a bit earlier, but it is what it is. So yeah, 2 days of scrims. Now played 3 games of LCS. Yeah, here we are.
And like any just general League of Legends player will tell you, if you're doing a lot of solo queue, it's gonna get on probably on your nerves after a while. So, walk me through what you do to keep good mental and how you've kept good mental since you've been here, leading through to LCS.
Well, honestly, I'm just really excited to be here. Like I know a lot of people online have been saying that I probably wouldn't want to go with the team performing poorly and whatnot. And now, obviously, it really sucks. And it is rather depressing that we went 0-3 in my first week of the LCS, especially because I think we definitely could have won all 3 games. Just a few smaller things turned out a bit differently. Or if we had perhaps 1 or 2 days more of scrims. But yeah, most of all, I'm just happy that I can finally be here. And obviously, it sucks and all that the team isn't in the greatest spot right now, but at the same time, I felt really powerless before. Like it felt so sad and depressing just being at home and seeing the team lose without me and not really being able to change much. Like I could help a bit here and there, but it's not the same when you cannot play. And at least now, despite being in a tough position, I can take part. I can do my best to push the team forward, and we still have a lot of time. Like we've been playing 9 games in total this year. There's gonna be 45 games, I think, with the splits combined. So looking at the big picture, I mean, I don't want to say it's fine because it's not really fully fine being 1-8, but there's a lot of hope, and I guess that's what I'm trying to focus on now.
And I hate to dwell on the past because obviously it was tough for you while you were in Denmark. But how did your team kind of help you with those feelings, right? Because I can imagine that they have a support system in place to kind of keep you involved, keep you like in some ways involved with like scrims or draft meetings or anything like that. How did CLG keep you in that?
Honestly, the team was really supportive, and I knew myself kinda how to go about it as well because I went through it last year, and um, like the managers, my teammates, our coaches have been really supportive the entire way through. And when I wanted to be, take a lot of part in everything, they were open towards that, and I could be a sort of assistant coach in a way when I wanted to distance myself a bit for my own mental state's well-being when it got a bit tough. I was able to do that, and I could just kind of do what I felt was right in the moment. And now, with me, like before I traveled to LA, my managers have also been trying to help a lot. Basically, make everything ready for me so I don't have to worry much about practical things or things that are not League of Legends related. So that now, I can just focus entirely on getting the team back on track. So the organization and everyone around me have definitely been very nice, which has been good and has helped me get through this annoying period of time, I guess.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting how you talk about stepping almost into that assistant coach role. Did you find it felt natural to swap between these roles very easily?
It's I don't know. I feel like at this point I have so much experience as a player that I can help all the roles and I can see the game, like how the game should be played from the outside at a very high level. I think it's always a bit easier seeing things from the outside when you have all the information and um, like it is much easier than making games and or making decisions in game in the moment. But yeah, I have a lot of experience at doing both at this point, and um, I would like to think that I was able to help a bit there and there, a bit here and there. Perhaps I wasn't always around as much as I would have liked, partly due to the time difference and whatnot. But um, yeah, I think all in all, the entire process while I was in Denmark, we handled as well as we could.
Mm-hmm. Could you see yourself becoming a coach in the future?
That's something I've thought of a lot of times before, and honestly, I feel like it's hard to say. I don't really know exactly what I'm gonna be doing when I'm done being a player. Um, Being a coach could be could be one of the things to consider. I think I could be a pretty decent coach, but for now, I'm just focusing on my player career really, and then
Mm-hmm.
um, one day when I feel like it's time to move on, then I'll figure out if I'm going to be a coach, if I'm going to be something else within an organization or within esports in general, if I'm going to go back to my studies. I feel like there's so many options, right? And right now, being a player just overshines everything, and that's how it has been for the past many years.
Yeah, the world's your oyster at this point, eh? Yeah. Um, what's it been like meshing with this CLG team? How's it different from Team Liquid last year?
Honestly, I think the team is in a pretty good state, despite the results. I think everyone is really kind, really nice, and the atmosphere is really good, which I was really happy to see considering how we're doing in terms of standings. But everyone's just really supporting each other. Everyone's really nice. The atmosphere is great, and I think the team, with a bit of time, is going to be able to play at a really high level too. So all in all, so far, I feel like I've been fitting in pretty well. Obviously, I haven't been able to spend as much time with my teammates as I would have liked, mostly due to me just being in quarantine and stuck here.
Yeah.
But so far, it has definitely been a positive experience all around.
Mm-hmm. For sure. And couple more questions. One, import rules been a big discussion floating around. Do you have any pressing thoughts on it? Is it something you've given a lot of thought to?
I've been giving some thought to it, but I think for now, I'm gonna stay silent on that subject.
Of course, man. And what should fans expect from CLG going forward in the future?
I think fans can expect a CLG that's gonna return a lot stronger. I mean, to be fair with how how we are in terms of the standings, it can only go up from here. And I think this team has so much more to give. As I said earlier, if we had just like a few more days, and maybe it sounds silly or dumb saying this, but I'm pretty confident we could have gone 3-0 this weekend because it was all of these games were so close, and we just needed like a little bit of more team play, a bit more experience, perhaps, and I think we could have made it in all of them, or at least gotten 1-2 wins. We're really behind all the other teams because we played together for 2 days of scrims. All the others have played for over a month. So right now, um, we just need time. We just need to grind as a team, get in as many games, as many scrims as possible, and eventually, I'm pretty confident that we're going to return a lot stronger, and I'm looking forward to that.
Of course, man. Thank you so much. Once again, this is CLG Jungler Broxah. I'm Matt Tebow with Stacked. You can find us online at stacked.gg, and you can follow us on our socials at stacked.lol. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that sub button. It really helps us out a lot. Broxah, man, thanks for taking the time to talk to me, and good luck next weekend.
Thanks.